The instant light is still amazing. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to day 22 and episode 21. That still bugs me that we're out of sync, but we're gonna fix that someday soon, I think. Just with a random horde night in between or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do something. Stuff is gone. Yup, that happened. So before we started the last episode, before I started the horde night, I already had stuff crafting in here. While we were going off willy-nilly back to the old horde base and doing the horde night and scrapping down cars and all that. And since that ended relatively early, I came back, stuff was done, so I told the system to do more things. We have 2 cement mixers, we have 2 table saws, we have more pump jacks, we also have a burning barrel, which we are going to need for a chemistry station. That's the only thing you can do with it, right? We already have 1 chemistry station, which currently isn't doing anything, so how about we pick that up? It only takes about 15 seconds. Why wouldn't it take 15 seconds to pick it up? It's only mine, and there's a very good reason to stall me like that. Come on! Come on! Thank you very much. See, so much more room in here. We can put on a couch, make this into some guest quarters probably. The sink, unfortunately, you cannot pick up. Doesn't matter, it's empty. I already made a new one. You, I'm going to pick up. You, I'm not going to pick up. I'm still emptying it out. And as you can see, that will take 2 days almost. Yeah, well, let it do its thing. We're gonna pick you up, which also takes 15 seconds. Gee. We don't need the campfire, since we can make an oven, which I've already made. The workbench wasn't ours, so we can't pick that up at all. So the only remaining thing, really, is the forge. Empty. 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 Yep, we're moving out. I've decided we're moving out today. You stay here, I'm gonna make a new one, and that's gonna break you anyway. The door can stay here as well. That's how kind I am. Look at me. Looks kind of badass. I like it. We still need good armor. Haven't worried about that at all so far. Now look what's coming into view over there. Yeah, it's looking good. We've done a little bit more, not much though. So our ambulance is already here. We do need a parking lot for these, because we're gonna get more than just one. Already put down some markers, as you can see, all around the countryside. There are some poles over here where we can put some lights on. These aren't random, they are measured, right? So they are all symmetrical, don't worry about that. I mean, you probably won't, you know me. Hello? Okay, that seems to be his road. He definitely has the right of way here. Yeah, just stand there, it's fine. It's okay. Don't fall in there, because you're going to mess everything up, because you're gonna try to bash out if you move in there. Don't pee on my support pillar. Yeah? Okay, well. I told him. Over here, we have upgraded the first 2 layers, the first 2 rows to reinforced concrete already, including the block they're sitting on, all the way around. So even if they bash on it a little bit here and there, those should hold, no problem. We're going to upgrade more, we're going to upgrade this whole ground floor to reinforced concrete relatively soon. Then we're going to continue with the supports, as we've done before. And then we do the rest, bit by bit. But as you can see, stuff has been happening. I put in more glass. I already put down some blocks where stuff is going to go. I put down storage boxes. Yes, they look like drawers, but it is a storage box. I painted it. It looks relatively cool, but I know you can actually transform the storage box block into one of these cabinets, but then you only get like 3 rows of space, so it doesn't make much sense. I won't ever do that. Well, why would I, right? So all the stuff that I've moved is over here. The ores are in there, all the other resources are up here, and then we have 1 box for the blocks that I'm currently using. There's more glass, that is brilliant. Mods and parts, sure, I mean it says it right there, right? Stone and clay is in here. This is where, guess what? The mixers are gonna go, so might as well start that. since we have them on us. 1, 2, and there's the third one. Perfect. Could have angled them a little bit. I think that's fine, right? So we have 1 for sand, 1 for cement, 1 for concrete. That should be fine. There's still something that's going to go in here. Same on the other side. And then it's mirrored over there on both sides because we have that door thing in the middle, which obviously we don't have on these sides. Yep, started putting in the roof. A little bit of the roof. I'm going to get to that in a moment. This is going to be our electrical switchboard. Not much more I can say about that. The ladders are all upgraded to iron. Don't know if I showed that in the last episode. Can't remember. Why would I? We have the oven right here. That's where our stuff went into from the campfire. It's the same as a campfire, just it doesn't have the categories on top here, so you have basically everything just in one big list. I can live with that. Same speed, doesn't need electricity. Doesn't need fire at all. It just crafts things, which is weird, but I'm not gonna complain. I should probably put down the bedroll before anything bad happens. So for now, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna just put you here for now. Yeah, probably. What else? We have the ingredients. The raw materials for food is up here. The rest is down here in the sink, which I've painted to look like a beer cooler because I can. Intermediate stuff, so stuff we're still going to use, like half-made vehicles and engines, batteries. That I need, and that I need, and thank you very much. Can I make a chem station with that? What am I missing? Short iron pipe and wood. Great. Short iron pipe and wood. That's it, I hope. Pretty sure I'm supposed to have another workbench. Oh, I put that down over there already. Good. 21 seconds. It takes 21 seconds to craft it and it takes 15 to pick it up. Let's just not think about it too much. You are going to go up here, like that. And the other one, we only ever need one, but you know, symmetrical and such. You're gonna go right here. There's some extra storage here. That actually is a storage box that has been transformed into a cupboard, and as you can see, it's not much room, but that's where our ammo currently is. Or, the resources to make ammo. This is where the forges go, lead, brass, and stuff like glass, so anything. And then over here, these are all for iron. Don't really have any on me right now. You're supposed to go over here. Relatively sure about that. Not gonna do it just yet, because I want to put in whatever belongs in here first. Yeah, I mean, that is going to be our living quarters, right up here. If we ever need to drop down to the horde base, it's accessible from all sides. That's really, really nice. And up here, because that up there is going to be our landing pad in our garden, we have some of these boxes in the roof. So this one is my general supply box, everything I need. Ammo, weapons, tools, paint, all the jazz. Then over here we have the mats, obviously, right? No need to show. That's our Dropbox. I couldn't really find any good picture for that, so yeah, that's the Dropbox. And that's the trader box. Anything that's gonna get sold goes in there. So whenever we land, we can just drop everything off in this this Dropbox over here, and then from here it's basically equal distance to putting stuff away over there and over there. That's the whole reasoning behind it. And there's not really that much here, other than 2 glass blocks and a flagstone block in the middle, so I can put down a lantern. Also, I should probably gamma down. That is still Horde Night setting. And hurts my eyes really badly. Yeah, that's better. That is much better. Alright, so what else do we have? Well, forges it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other one is still over in the shed, which we haven't picked up yet because it's still doing things, and we have more lanterns. Perfect. Well, let's put these down. Not you just yet. These should be good. Nope, this way. Should also put the glass in there. Did I? Yes, I did. As mentioned, whenever you put down glass, make sure you copy rotation from the other existing glass blocks, otherwise you just get weird effects that you don't want. There you go, which also means I can take out these and fill them in as they should be. I had these in here for structural support, which is also the reason why I'm putting in this glass first, because that gives vertical support to everything on top, and then I can take these out without any problem. There you go. We should probably finish putting in the glass before we do anything else. There. It's gonna look interesting. I'm pretty sure. I mean, all of these storage boxes look like cupboards, but on the outside they're painted as standard blocks. That's gonna be the paint as soon as we upgrade everything to steel. I just like these what are those? Drywalls? Drop ceiling? Whatever they're called. They're cool. I like them. Alright, that should be all the glass, except over here. And over here. So if I have that one, then I also need this column, need this column, and the horizontal one. This right here is basically the same module as that, just this is blocks and that is actual storage, but it has the glass in the middle there. And then this module is going to be in the middle here, it's on the sides, left and right here, it's on the sides left and right here, and over here it's in the middle, over there it's in the middle. Just to mix it up a little bit, it's still symmetrical per side. I like that, it's pretty cool. You have no idea what I'm talking about because it's not done yet. Let me up! Oh. I don't have the railings in yet, so I have to be careful where I step. Alright, you go there, you go there. That should all be supported now. I should probably grab the flagstone and finish at least this center part real quick while I'm at it. Hey, I know where my stuff is, look at me. Also running short on glass already. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Glass is going to be a thing, but we have the important parts in, which is good. The ceiling can wait. All of this, most of this, is going to be glass. Alright, you go there. That's the wrong block. I didn't want the glass block there. Oh, that hurts, because you can't pick it back up. And it has quite some durability. That one. I don't know how much stability we get out of the glass though. Has a mass of 10 and a horizontal support of 60. And this has a mass of 10. So that block right there is supporting half of this block, because the other half is on this block. A quarter of that block. So I think we should be good. The key word is I think. Right, now we have kind of a triangle thing going on here, that's perfect. Do I want this to be glass? Probably. For the nice effect down there whenever we have the red moon out. Yeah, most of this is going to be glass. We also need crop plots. There's going to be crop plots in the corners here. 4 on that side, 4 on that side, and then all the way around the same deal. Oh, this is going to be, yep, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a project. For now, I'm going to put away the glass so I don't mess things up any more than I already have. You can have this because we're going to smelt it down eventually. That is all in, so we can at least take care of the forges. You go there. You go there, and obviously I could put them on the floor, but I just like to have them elevated, so I don't need to have, I don't have to look down when I want to access them. Like everything else, basically, right? It's all elevated on face height. Which is pretty cool. How are you doing? All good? Nothing to report? There's a guy over there. You need to watch him. He keeps peeing on my support pillars. It's not good. I don't know what he's been eating, but they corrode. I can tell you that much. Alright. So, we're gonna use our lovely flagstone blocks, and we're gonna use the same basic shapes that we have been using quite successfully before. So, this one is gonna be a ramp. And this one is gonna be the ramp corner piece. Is it that? Flagstone inside corner? I don't know. I always mix it up. It's this one. Ramp corner filler. Looks the same until you place them, then it doesn't. Okay, I want to have some sort of a viewport here a little bit. So we're gonna take... That's the wrong one. I'm gonna take you. Can I do this? Yes, I can. You belong that way. That way. Perfect. And that way. Is there any way for me to access that from here? Yes, because I put a lip down here, which we're going to use someday soon. Not right now. There's a purpose for that. Things I do have a purpose. Sometimes. You in there. Does that fit anywhere else? No. Is that the right one? I can never tell. That's the right one, but it looks like it. That looks just weird. That looks just alright. Alright, you on face. Looks good. Nice. I like it. Obviously it's not painted yet, so it looks a bit weird, and from the inside it doesn't look like much. There's gonna be... Lars! There is going to be a glass pane in here. There's a glass ramp, really? Bulletproof glass plate, not the centered one, the standard one. Thank you. Come on. It does that on purpose. There you go. Yeah, looking good. Alright then, this is all in place. Now I can't just hop off anymore, which is what we have the doors for. Look at it. I think that looks pretty decent. Now imagine all of that being in the same color scheme and all that. It's gonna happen. Soon. Hopefully. So that is what it's looking to the, what is it, south and the north. And this is what it looks like to the west and the east. Looks a little bit like a bird. It's like eyes. Yeah. A bit weird. Just a bit. But then again, I'm German, so it's supposed to be weird, right? It's what we do, isn't it? At least that's what people tell me all the time. Anyway, made one more forge because I just didn't feel like waiting 2 days for the other one to empty out. Especially since that prevents me from doing this. Yeah, that's lovely. That is very nice. And as you can see, the barriers, or the soon-to-be barriers, the placement blocks over there, are within the boundaries of that block, which is the whole purpose of this base being the size it is. Works all the way around. As I said, the pillars are going to be for lights. I do have the lights on me. Since we're up here, might as well do that first. I should probably do something like this. There you go. Yeah, I do need a second one. Oh, come on, don't lag me out when I'm placing lights. I don't actually know if you can see those from over here, because at some point they just stop rendering. And that also means the light stops rendering in, not only the lamps themselves, but it looks okay. I just guess we're gonna have to wait for the night and see what happens. So far, even in testing, I only had these pillars down for marking where the lights will go. I never really bothered to craft the lights. I was busy with the actual base, you may forgive me. Or not, it's up to you. You can write a hateful comment, I don't mind. Why would I? I'm the crazy German here, right? Two more corners to go. Now, in case you're wondering how the pillar placement works, it's relatively easy. We are, from the metal sheet that I also put around here, we are, I think, 10 or 11 blocks out to this barrier, same on this side. And they are technically crossing, like, right over here. So, diagonally, this is also 10 blocks, and then from here I went 8 blocks that way, 8 blocks that way, and that's where those pillars are placed. There's not much to it other than I didn't want them on the road. And as you can see, 8 blocks works just fine for that. And obviously, if you do it once on one corner, you have to do it in all the other corners as well. And that's why they look like they look. Basically just because we are on this road. That's the whole thing. Is it necessary? No. Nothing I do is necessary. It may help you survive, it's not necessary. Okay, so we've already established that on that block a turret is going to sit, like aiming right that way. As you can see on the left and right, there are the blocks that I placed. This is going to be a wall. That is going to be a wall, so if any zombie comes running, they need to come through here. And that's where the turret can shoot. So we don't need more than one turret per side. That also is very effective for our electricity bill. Cool. That's done. Making progress. Now, let's put in these. One goes right over here. And symmetrical as we are, right there. So now, whenever I'm standing at my storage, I have the Chem Station and the workbench close by. And especially here where I have the resources and the ores where I do most of the crafting probably, I can do my ammo over here, my gunpowder and such, or, you know, gasoline if I need to. Then over there is all the building materials that I need. I can make all the tools and trapdoors and all that stuff in here. Probably never going to use that, but it's there if I need it. And then I also have access to my ammo crafting stuff, which is lead and brass, obviously. All the random little things, like you can craft a beaker for another Chem Station if you have to. And the bulk crafting of the iron, steel, anything that's iron really, is over here. We're running low. And then again, there is all the stations available right on this side. I think that's kind of neat. We need to put down these now, because we're running out of resources. So, question is, and I was debating this really, really hard. I can put them like this, but then I basically have that block and that block as my walkway. They are quite in the way because they are 3 blocks deep. I don't know if I want that, because right now it's nice and open and you don't really have to worry about things and it's all good. But if I put this in, and I put some bars in here so I don't fall down by accident, I mean we only want to ever go in from the sides, that's kind of claustrophobic. So what we could do is this, and put them smack in front of the window, because that's also 3 wide. Now if we do this, I can use these columns and just put one here, that's 2 on this side, 2 on that side, 2 on that side, and 2 on that side. So we would have 8, and it would look really cluttered in here. If I do this, there's all the storage is over there, so it should probably be this way around. If I do this, then I would have 2 on this side, and I would do 2 on this side, and leave it at that. Because all these stations are just 1 deep. These I make 2 deep. That's not too much, I think. And then the barrels will spawn on this side, which is where I put the resources away as well. That makes it relatively easy. I think that's okay. I think we're just gonna leave it like that. The only thing I don't have right now is a bed. Or a place for my bed. Because if I had put these pump jacks here, then I would have had that whole window for something else. And like in testing, I had a double bed and a nightstand and a plant pot and all that stuff. Yeah. I think for now... I keep saying for now, and you know very well that for now is going to be completely permanent. Put that there. And then I need to think of something. I might just put a bedroom right on top here. That could be interesting, but that will block the light, and ugh, don't even think about it. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. I can put a bedroom down in there. So the zombies can go to sleep during Horde night whenever they don't feel like wrestling with me. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I might just as well put the bedroll down here and just leave it be. It's not that important. It's really just a spawn point, right? You don't need it for anything. I do think we have all the stations. I mean, I'm an Ark Survival Evolved player. I have like 3,000 hours into that game. No base feels complete if you don't have your mortar and pestle down. This game doesn't have that, and it always throws me off. Especially since some of the modded series, like Darkest Falls, do have that. I've been watching that lately, so... yeah, it makes me always think like I'm missing something. I don't know. You go in there, don't need you anymore. I may put that extra one down somewhere. I can always do it outside. But I think for now, we're just gonna go outside and build some things. Now I actually do have to go down here. Or just jump out the door. The sole purpose for that door is so I don't have to climb down. Honestly, that's it. And I'm gonna make it more difficult for myself because I'm actually gonna put down wooden bars there to make it an actual balcony. I'm saying actual quite a lot right now. Shouldn't do that. Copy shape, copy rotation, and then all we need to do is this. All we need to do, and he messed it up in the same sentence. And since the base itself is 17 blocks wide, except for the iron sheet wrapping around, that's obviously 19 by 19, this is also 17 wide, and that should do the trick. So now we're going to go and say, you're going to be a flagstone wedge tip, and it's already rotated the same way. That's perfect. I'm going to put you there, hop on here. Yeah, that's good. There you go. Slippery slope principle. They're gonna slide down here. They're not gonna bang on the walls. They're gonna try to go around. They may stack on top of each other, and the occasional one will then get through here without being fired upon. Then again, as soon as we get demolishers, we're gonna switch the turrets off anyway. This is just your daily defense. The turrets are gonna... Are you freaking kidding me? You should have thought about that. Wow. What was I saying? The turrets are going to be on daily for these occasions. For screamers and all that stuff. Because if the forges are running full time, then we will have screamers. And I know for a fact that the screamers will just walk around these walls and get shot at. No problem. Jeez. That increased my heart rate by a little bit. Also, that increased my food stock by a little bit. Alright then, it's getting nighttime, and we are about to end the episode here. I'm gonna do some more upgrading with the resources I have still in storage. That's pretty much all I have. I need to craft more, which I'm gonna do overnight. I'm probably also going to put in some bars here, and maybe even the bars that go around the top, so I don't forget where they belong. But other than that, that's the build. We still need the roof, we still need the farm plots, for which we need more resources, and I'm going to have a look and see what we have and what we need to get, and then that's probably the next priority. This is something I definitely want to do. Just get these up 1 tier. We don't really need much here. I also want to see if they get breached, where they usually get breached, so that we can have a focus point here and do a study group and a meeting, and yeah, you know how that works. And we may just do a trader run tomorrow. And while we're doing the trader run, be on the lookout for the stuff we need. Like, we need more rotten flesh and all that to get crop plots going. We may be able to buy them. That is also something I would totally do. We also need more money, so we need to look into how we could make money. The grass is totally in the way, that's not annoying at all. And I'm also going to upgrade this lower section to the reinforced concrete, all of it, as much as I can, and then get going on the support pillars here. So, there it is, nighttime. See you guys tomorrow in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye bye.